Good morning, dear students. In today's lesson, we will be revising um, the grammar and vocabulary of Unit 5, that's Railways. I'll be taking help from the teacher's guide today since I am short of the book today. As you remember, yesterday we covered prefixes and we did this in quite detail yesterday. We have done this previously as well, and this particular exercise, these were the prefixes, and this particular exercise we covered yesterday in our class as a reinforcement activity. Also previously we Also previously, we have done this particular activity as well, where words were given to you and you had to add prefixes to them and later on make sentences out of those new words. When we talk about the vocabulary in the lesson, remember questions such as these are important, where if you remember, you did hyphenated words in this particular lesson where you had to identify words with hyphens in them. You did them in the Night Mail, in the Orient Express, and also in the first lesson, that's Going, Going, Gone. Um, onion domed churches, white lacquered, scenic artists, frescoed ceilings. These are called hyphenated statements. These are important. You need to understand their usage. We have discussed this previously. All right. Then, if you look at this particular question, right, for today, I'd like you guys to do this particular, I'll just put a check. Write two sentences. This one. We have done this as well using direct speech. Write down an example of direct speech, a fact, and an opinion. Then I want you to write down two sentences using the word maroon in one and the word marooned in the other. Remember, we came across this word in the Orient Express where the chef de train says that we are marooned. Now, the next question is write down three hyphenated adjectives to describe a train journey. We have done this very clearly in our comprehension text. You can seek example from there, or you can think of your own and simply, you do not have to write statements. Simply use hyphenated adjectival verbs to describe a train journey. Now, it's completely up to you whether you want to describe the journey in a positive way or a negative way. Okay, so it's completely up to you. One. So this is your task one, question two, and question number three. Write down a sentence in which you use personification to describe some aspect of an extremely fast train journey. So this is also important. Just one sentence, okay, in which you're going to describe an aspect of an extremely fast train journey. Simple, a statement with figurative speech of personification. Then I'd like you to write out the following in full instead of in numbers. I'd like you to write these numbers in words. Write four sentences in which you use the noun train or different forms of the verb to train in four different ways. Okay, so four statements of these as well. Remember, we have done this. This was the last activity in your student book when it comes to this particular unit. These are going to be simple exercises. So I'd like you to do three more of these. Explain the meaning Explain the meaning of the following words: Aborigine, megalopolis, morality, glade, megalosaurus, bullet train, and derailment. Okay, you can look up the meanings of these words in a dictionary, or you can Google them as well. So, this is going to be your question 7. Use the following words in sentences of your own: financial, irrepressible, pioneering, trainee, legendary, scenic, and wheezing. Oopsie. So this is going to be your question number 8. Use the following words, pairs of words in one continuous paragraph. That is, within one short paragraph, you're going to use all 6 of these words, these homophonic words. Okay, so this is going to be your question number 9 for the day, and that will be all. I'll not go into much detail since we have already done all of these. Okay, we have clearly done these earlier on, and so it should be convenient enough. Okay, that will be all. Um, thank you very much. We have done all of these in quite detail earlier on. So this was just basically a review of what you have previously done. Thank you, darlings.